Father Frost. Once upon a time, in a faraway land called Russia, there lived a kind and gentle old man named Father Frost. He was the guardian of winter and brought snow and frost to the land. Father Frost had a long white beard that sparkled like snowflakes and wore a coat as blue as the sky on a winter's day. In a small village near the forest, there lived a kind-hearted girl named Natasha. Natasha lived with her stepmother and stepsister, who were very unkind to her. They made her do all the housework and treated her poorly, but Natasha always remained sweet and gentle. Every day, Natasha would rise before the sun, sweeping the floors, washing the dishes, and fetching water from the well. Despite the hard work and the cold stares from her stepmother and stepsister, Natasha found joy in the little things. She loved the way the morning sun made the frost on the window panes sparkle, and she loved hearing the birds sing their winter songs. One very cold winter, the stepmother decided she no longer wanted Natasha around. She told Natasha, "Go into the forest and find Father Frost. He will keep you warm." The stepmother hoped that Natasha would get lost in the forest and never come back. Natasha was scared, but did as she was told. She put on her warmest coat, a simple woolen shawl, and set out into the snowy forest. The trees were covered in thick, white snow, and the air was very cold. Natasha walked and walked, her cheeks turning rosy from the cold. She followed the path into the deep forest, her footsteps crunching in the snow. As she walked deeper into the forest, the wind began to howl, and the snow started to fall more heavily. Natasha wrapped her shawl tighter around her and kept moving. After a while, she started to feel tired and sat down under a big tree to rest. She could see her breath puffing out in white clouds, and her fingers were starting to go numb from the cold. As Natasha was resting, she heard a gentle voice. "My dear child, why are you out here alone in the cold?" She looked up and saw Father Frost standing before her, his blue coat shimmering in the light. His eyes were kind, and his presence made her feel a little warmer. Natasha stood up and respectfully said, "My stepmother sent me to find you, Father Frost." Father Frost saw how cold and tired Natasha was. He wrapped his warm cloak around her and said, "Don't worry, my child. I will take care of you." He took Natasha to his cozy home deep in the forest. The home was made of ice and sparkled like a diamond. Inside, it was warm and filled with beautiful things made of ice and snow. There were ice sculptures of animals, delicate snowflakes hanging from the ceiling, and a fire burning brightly in the hearth. Father Frost gave Natasha warm clothes, a soft bed, and delicious food. He treated her with kindness and respect, and Natasha felt happy and safe. Each day, Father Frost would ask her, "Are you warm, my dear?" And Natasha would always answer, "Yes, Father Frost. Thank you for your kindness." Father Frost taught Natasha many things during her stay. He showed her how to create beautiful patterns in the frost, how to make the snow glisten under the moonlight, and how to listen to the whispering winds. Natasha loved learning from Father Frost and enjoyed their time together. One day, Father Frost gave Natasha a beautiful gift. It was a sparkling blue dress that shone like the winter sky. Natasha put on the dress and felt like a princess. Father Frost said, "You are a kind and gentle girl, Natasha. You deserve all the happiness in the world." Natasha twirled around in her new dress, feeling the fabric shimmer and sparkle around her. She felt truly special. Meanwhile, back at the village, the stepmother and stepsister were curious to see if Natasha would return. When they saw her walking back from the forest, they were surprised to see her looking happy and wearing the beautiful dress. Natasha told them about Father Frost and his kindness, about his warm home and the beautiful things he had shown her. The stepmother became jealous and thought, if Father Frost gave Natasha such a beautiful gift, he must have even more treasures. So she decided to send her own daughter into the forest to find Father Frost. The stepsister, unlike Natasha, was rude and unkind. She did not appreciate the beauty of the snowy forest and complained about the cold from the moment she set foot outside. When the stepsister found Father Frost, she demanded, "Give me your treasures, old man." Father Frost, seeing her rude behavior, was not pleased. He said, "My dear, you must learn to be kind and respectful." But the stepsister did not listen and continued to demand treasures, her face twisted with greed. Father Frost, saddened by her behavior, decided to teach her a lesson. He brought a cold wind that made the stepsister shiver. The wind blew harder and harder, wrapping around her like icy tendrils. She ran back to the village, cold and empty-handed, her teeth chattering and her hands blue with cold. The stepmother was very disappointed and realized that it was Natasha's kind heart that earned Father Frost's gifts, not greed or demands. From that day on, the stepmother and stepsister treated Natasha better. They learned that kindness and respect are more valuable than any treasure. Natasha continued to live happily, always remembering the warmth and kindness of Father Frost. Natasha often thought about her time in the forest. She remembered the beautiful ice sculptures, the warm fire, and Father Frost's gentle voice. She knew that she had been blessed to meet such a wonderful guardian of winter. She also knew that it was her kind heart that had led her to such a magical experience. As the seasons changed and the years went by, Natasha grew up to be a wise and kind woman. She never forgot the lessons she had learned from Father Frost. She always treated others with kindness and respect, and she found happiness in the simple things in life. Her stepmother and stepsister, having learned their lesson, became kinder as well, and the household was filled with more joy and laughter. Father Frost continued to watch over the land, bringing snow and frost each winter. He never forgot Natasha and the warmth of her kind heart. Every year he made sure that her village was especially beautiful, with sparkling snowflakes and glistening frost on every tree and rooftop. And Natasha, whenever she saw the first snowfall of the season, would smile and remember the gentle old man who had taught her the true value of kindness. Moral of the story, we should always be kind and gentle to everyone we meet. Like Natasha, when we are kind and respectful, good things will come our way. Being greedy and rude will only bring us trouble. Let's remember to be nice and treat others with love and care, just like Father Frost did with Natasha. By being kind, we can create a warm and happy world for all of us.